Hello, everyone. This is What You Toku-ing About, a podcast that's very popular with the girls. I'm your host, Russ Walsh. With me, as always, are my co-hosts, Hunter and Stix. Thank you guys for being back on again.
Hello.
It's nice to be
here.
Yeah.
I just want to say real quick, I've been enjoying the feedback. Everybody leaving comments and likes on the YouTube video, or I don't think we have any proper reviews. I think we got some likes on Spotify, like one or two. But any of that metric stuff, it helps us out. You know, like I've always been saying, this.
It definitely does.
It's not like we're expecting this podcast. I don't think we could be. I mean, we could be doing like gotcha thumbnails and like titles, like
changing the name of the video every day.
Yeah,
that kind of shit, which I can't stand personally, but you know.
I did do it once, but just because I had no clue what to title the Ultraman movie episode, because it's like Ultraman Zero Saga, The Revenge of Belial, like two titles that have nothing.
See, that's fine. I'm talking about like algorithm chasing name changes.
No, for sure.
John said what?
Exactly.
Oh man, Belial said, "Huh? Belial is a what now? An incel?" Anyway, yeah, we're back on our Sentai shit. We are back on Juken Sentai Gekiranger episodes 13 through 25. I want to just say real quick, I totally arbitrarily chose the numbers. I was like, 25 sounds a good place to cut off. I thought it worked out pretty good.
Perfect point.
I know, isn't that funny?
Very perfect.
Perfect.
Amazing.
I also want to say last week, I implied I was the Red Ranger of our group, and I felt guilty about that. After watching this show, maybe being Red Ranger is kind of low-key, you know, not what you're shooting for. Maybe you want to be the other guy.
Maybe you want to be the violet guy or the blue guy.
I have never seen... Okay, we'll go more into him later. I'm just going to talk more. My favorite moment of this podcast so far, of watching something, enjoying something, was probably the finale of Kamen Rider Rookie. But the most enjoyable moment was the scene in Mega Monster Battle where... when that guy told the other guy, "You are the most important guy on Earth. You're so cool. You're so important." But there's actually a way cooler guy. I think that's like
never gets
that's
old.
like big timing in Toku.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, we're as kids with the Green Ranger. It's gonna come back to it. The new guy. It's Sweeps Week.
Is so cool and
he's
different.
so cool and so different, and it sucks that it works on you every time. Because they fucking nailed it.
It never fails.
They got it.
Never fails.
Every single time.
Oh my god, yeah. It's so funny. We're going to get to him. But when you Google the show, one character comes up specifically, and I've been sitting here on my hands thinking, what's so special about this guy? What's cool about him? And then you watch him and like, this is catnip. I can't look at
They gave him literally every single cool thing you could give
every
a character.
Cool trope you can give to a character.
And Leo exists, by the way. The show already has a Shadow the Hedgehog, and they go, nah, this guy is even crazier than that. Anyway, we'll go more into it.
We'll go into him later.
Which I guess goes to show. This show is really fun. This show's really good.
It's so fun.
Kicks ass. I love this show.
We'll go more into
really
it.
do.
There were a couple episodes where not my faith wavered, but I was like, okay, we've got the formula. They're just going to do this. Then we'll have 10 episodes at the end where stuff happens. And then episode 20 hits. And you're like...
Or 19.
Or yeah, 19.
That three-parter.
Yeah, exactly. That three-parter, that episode 19 hits. And you're like, I don't know what world we're in anymore, but I'm enjoying wherever we are. Like, it felt like the writers got bored and were like, well, let's put, you know, they had their soup there and like, let's just throw some Tony Chache's Creole seasoning in there because it got crazy.
Let's put in a dash of shonen manga, you know.
Weird pop cultural references that I wasn't expecting. Oddball characterization. Kooky stuff.
Oh man.
And it's so
you never get bored, I feel. Like even no matter how formulaic and kiddie and toyetic it might get at times, you never get bored. Especially like after the first set of episodes.
I will say this: the other thing that I'm gonna have to apologize for, because I got this 100% wrong. I went, this show feels a little less toyetic. No.
No, we're now in the middle of the Sentai formula where you got all the different combiners for the mecha, and it's obligatory at the end of an episode. You got to have the mecha fight, and it's like, all right.
Yeah, they're starting to replace the big toy you have to buy now.
Yeah, now it's a new separate mecha that can use the old parts to latch onto it.
Don't get me wrong.
Who gives a shit about the cheetah and the tiger and the jaguar? Fuck those. We got the gorilla, the penguin, and the gazelle.
They MMPR movie us in this stretch of
But
episodes.
you know what? It works. I can't even. I was getting bored with the old toys. I wanted the new toys.
No, this new one
No,
is
they were right to do it. It's so much
It's
cooler.
like-
It is cooler. It's called Geki Fire.
It's Geki Fire. It is fire. It's heat.
Fire
Okay.
emoji.
It's so funny.
All right, let's get to
I was just gonna say real quick, and it's so funny watching this and like having not been a huge Sentai person, and now we're getting like the biggest Sentai news in years.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or the not Sentai
Yeah,
news.
it's funny timing.
Literally one day
Yeah.
before we record.
I guess it's the same way that the shoe company in this isn't ASICS. The non-Power Rangers company is, or the non-Power Rangers show is coming out.
And it's suspiciously Ranger feeling.
Yeah.
Feeling. It's got a whiff of it.
It's almost like they switch some things around and change the graphic design a little bit.
I mean, there's a few other things that are like this is giving me vibes of something else that, you know, it's giving me a side eye towards Toei, but I'll get to it once we start talking.
Okay.
I would like to point out that the maiden name of this series is Project Red.
Mhm.
So
It's
I
like
think we know what they're going for a little bit.
Yeah, you know, just a little headliner for whatever future shows they are going to do, which...
Did they actually reveal
idea.
the name of the show?
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember.
Oh, you want me to do it?
Yeah, genuinely yes, because I don't know the name of the show.
All right, let me pull it up, because honestly, I don't want to fuck it up either. Super Space Sheriff Gavan Infinity.
Infinity.
That's the name of the show. They can't call it Space Sheriff Gavan Infinity. No, it has to be Super Space Sheriff Gavan Infinity.
I have the Gavan
So,
Blu-ray. Oh, sorry.
Well, I was just going to say, just a genuine question, because I know nothing about the Metal Heroes.
Yeah.
Hasn't Gavan always been like a solo act?
Yeah.
Yeah, but also like with Space Sheriffs, they'll be like, oh, let's bring in the previous guy for like a few episodes as like a cameo, like team up two-parter,
Right.
stuff like that.
Okay.
They'll do that sort of thing. But like in the show itself, he'll be like a solo guy similar to Kamen Rider, but he'll have allies who don't transform. It's that kind of deal.
Yeah, it's very much from what
Okay.
I've watched, and I've
Okay.
only seen the first Gavan because I own it on Blu-ray. I bought it on sale one time. It's like Kamen Rider, but instead of crying and being sad, he's teaching kids how to ride horses. It's very like he's a friend to
Wow.
all children.
Space
Yeah, not
horses?
space horses. He does have a cool spaceship though.
Wow.
Yeah, it feels like
yeah, very cool spaceship.
Toei kind of dipping its toe into like they reuse a lot of stock footage, but it feels like, oh, we want to have some more like Ultraman-y big effects, but also reuse a lot of them. I don't know. I really liked it. I would love to cover one for the show.
It's interesting, Gavan. It's like it's very like iconic because from what I could tell, it's just like a really ambitious show with a lot of special effects. It's not Kamen Rider.
right.
It was like in the early 80s is like before they did like Kamen Rider Black and all that sort of thing. So it has all these elements you'll later see in Black of like, you know, the toys and everything and like the really fancy suits and just all this different flavor stuff, but it's not a Super Sentai, it's a solo act. So they can like focus and hone in on it.
Well, it ain't that anymore.
Yeah.
No, you know, yeah. And also, it stars a very popular actor back in the day, the old school Gavan, Kenji Oba, tokusatsu veteran and former stuntman. So, you know, he's also part of the iconic image of Gavan, and he's just everywhere in Toei's tokusatsu stuff. He's excellent.
Yeah. But yeah, so, hey, maybe we'll cover that show in the future, but right now we're covering Gekiranger, right? Right? Still on it?
Right.
Should I do the Russ cap?
Should
I do the Russ cap, or does anybody want to intro or share anything about the current, where we are in the show? I have failed to do any research lately, I'll be honest.
Thing is, like, okay, I did research in terms of voice actors
Yes.
for like all these like sage master characters, and I think like you'll like mention them in the recap, but I just want to like get this out of the way.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because I think this is fascinating. A lot of these are intentional too. So Shafu's not based on anyone from what we know, but he's voiced by deceased voice actor Ichiro Nagai, rest in peace. He voiced the baseball mask monster from the original Go Ranger, the very first Super Sentai series. Very iconic guy who's just a baseball for a head and a cape.
Hell yeah. Evil Mr. Met.
He voiced Degwin in Gundam,
Hell yeah.
that guy with the sunglasses. Funnily enough, he voiced Haposai in Ranma 1/2, but he's not the pervert character in this show. So it's like a misdirect almost.
It's to atone.
Yeah. Let's next up Elahung Kampo, who we hate. He's voiced by Yu Mizushima, who is actually the Japanese dub actor for Sammo Hung. And this, of course, is based off
Really?
Sammo.
Cool.
And yeah, that's why like they got him, is because this elephant guy's name is based off Sammo Hung, Elahung.
Okay, that's
So
fun.
intentional. Other voice actor roles, he's not like a huge like guy. He has a lot of like specific niche roles. Like he has like some like interesting OVA roles. Like he was the OVA Guyver. He was OVA Rios Asuka, the 80s Devilman OVA. He was Mueller in Legend of the Galactic Heroes. If you know anything about that show, that's very funny. Next up, Bat Lee, based off Bruce Lee, voiced by Shuichi Ikeda, aka Char Aznable. Enough said.
Wow.
Gory Yen. Actually, I'm skipping, guys. Let me go back. Sharky Chan. Who's voiced by
my boy.
I love Sharky. Such a cool. He's a crybaby, but I love him. He's voiced by Hiroya Ishimaru. Sharky Chan's obviously based off Jackie Chan. His name, Hiroya Ishimaru. He's the original voice actor for Koji Kabuto in the Toei Mazinger Z series. He was the voice actor for Ultraman Taro, not the original one, but for like the one starting in the 80s onwards to like 2021. Yeah, Ultraman Taro's
okay,
voice
the
actor.
replacement actor.
Yeah,
okay.
the replacement actor till like recently.
So we've heard his voice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he was in the Zero movies. Okay.
Yeah. And I forgot to mention he's the original Japanese dub voice for Jackie Chan.
Okay. Oh, that's
So-
awesome.
Oh, okay.
That's the real reason they got him. Michelle Peng, whose name's based off Michelle Yeoh.
So crazy.
Keeping up the trend
That
here.
was a crazy moment.
It feels so weird because like it feels too recent almost compared to like these legends. But
that's so
I guess
true.
yeah, she was she still
yeah, at
she
the
was a legend by that
time,
time.
like that would have been like the newest one, right?
I think out of all of these, yeah, she's like the newest legend out of all these.
She had just jumped that train on the motorcycle. The only thing I've never seen a good Michelle Yeoh like Hong Kong movie. I gotta get to it.
Me too, same. She's voiced by Atsuko Tanaka. Rest in peace to her. She is the voice of Matoku Katsuragi, caster in the original Fate Stay Night. The original caster Medea. If you know anything about Fate. Lisa and JoJo.
Really?
Hanami and Jujutsu Kaisen. Like this is a very
I didn't know she passed away.
yeah, very recently, like
Aw,
2024.
sad.
That's a shame.
Rest in peace to her. She's
That's Third Strike Chun-Li.
yeah. Oh my goodness, you're right. Okay.
Oh
yeah,
man.
she's really cool. I love her voice roles.
She's great in this.
Yeah, she is. Next, I'll save the gorilla for last. Next is Pyong Biao, aka based on Yuan Biao, who is another Hong Kong legend alongside Sammo Hung and Jackie Chan. He's voiced by Takeshi Kusao, aka Trunks in Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. I kept on hearing Trunks and I kept on laughing.
That's so awesome.
He's Kai Kisuke in Guilty Gear. He's Sakuragi in the original Slam Dunk anime. He's Saionji from Utena, which is like my second favorite role from him. You know, the green hair misogynist guy. He's a loser. I love him. Yeah. Finally, we have Gory Yen, the gorilla guy with the cool glasses. He's like the Unk glasses. Name based off Donnie Yen, you know, which actually might be newer than Michelle Yeoh now that I think about it.
That's true.
Donnie Yen. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, actually.
Shit. Yeah, it is, because she was more early 90s, if I remember correctly,
Yeah.
and he's like later, a little bit later. Gory Yen's voiced by Ryuza Budo Otomo. He's Dabra in Dragon Ball Z, or Dabura, if you want to call him that. Crocodile in One Piece. And he has kind of a morbid role in the past 15 years of just kind of like taking over for other guys with deep voices after they pass away, unfortunately. So like for Dragon Ball Kai, he took over for like Porunga. He took over for King Cold, like stuff like that, deep voice guys. Because the voice actor passed away, and you know, for Dragon Ball Z back in the day, they had like one guy do a lot of the deep voice guys, like Daisuke Gori. And then later he took on Shenron or Shenlong, you want to call him. So yeah, very important voice actor, very legendary, got a nice deep voice, correct choice for this gorilla guy. So yeah, that's our lineup. Lots of cool voice actor guys and gal. Very interesting that this is the same year as Kamen Rider Den-O, which is also a Japanese Seiyu fest, except those are a little like more recent.
Right.
These are more like like voice actors.
Can I list just the random monster voice? I went like, I've heard this fucking voice before. I didn't do it for all of them, but there's one that I remember specifically. Do you know the evil?
Oh God, I feel.
Oh, I was gonna say the evil
Which
pig
one?
man who was trying to cook and eat a woman alive.
Oh yes, God, he
Who
sounds
is
so
that?
familiar.
He is the voice of Sherlock Hound. Or well,
Oh,
Sherlock.
I wouldn't know.
He's
that
also he's like one of those classic guys. I think he did Lupin stuff. He did he was Snorkin and Moomin, the original Moomin. He's just like an old it's just so fun hearing these voices. He's like the old guy voice for a lot of stuff.
He's a very old school voice actor guy. That's what a lot of these roles are in this show, which I love.
He's a prominent character
They
on
let that guy ad-lib a lot.
There's
Oh yeah, he just kept on saying puns and bullshit.
multi-layered, 3 layers of puns, yeah.
But yeah, this guy's more of a dub voice actor for like live action stuff. That pig guy, apparently.
Yeah.
Old school Japanese dub guy. So yeah, that's our lineup. I just wanted to get that out of the way because I was like bursting to say some of that. It's just lots of fun casting with these.
And let's face it, you did also just want to say the characters' names.
Me too.
They're very fun. Gory Yen, like sometimes in these Toku shows with too many characters, I can't remember half the cast, and I like keep the Google Docs open just to like make sure I have it. Don't worry, Pien Bao, Gory Yen, you know,
Michelle Pang.
Those are
Sharky Chan.
Sharky Chan.
With his Shaquin shit. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Perfect names.
Yeah, I don't know if their
you.
personalities even really line up that much with the person.
No, they probably
They're
don't.
just generic.
Sharky a little bit.
Yeah.
Sharky a little bit, yeah.
They're just like generic tropey master type characters, but you know what? I like that. It's fine. I think it's funnier that way.
Yeah, that's true. That too. Which is sad because I don't think Power Rangers bothered with this. They were like, no, we're just gonna name them our names.
I looked it up. They took the actual outfits that they wear, but they removed the actual animal theming around them. Like they are animal like characters.
Yeah, they're called like shit.
Like
There's like for the elephant guy, he's named Master Fant, and
yeah,
and
so
Power
like
Rangers there's like animal themes, but they took out the Hong Kong actor references completely.
The one that I saw was for Michelle Pang, and it was just this woman with like one white streak across her bangs, but she was still wearing Michelle Pang's outfit.
That's interesting. I guess they had human forms in that Power Rangers show. Maybe. I don't know.
I guess like I said, I never saw Jungle Fury, so I have like no frame of reference for like anything.
Right. Like, yeah, and again, for that penguin lady and Power Rangers, she's called Master Gwyn. So yeah, they just kind of took the animal theme, discarded all the Hong Kong stuff, which is sad, but what can you do?
Well, at the time, I think most Hong Kong stuff was under the control of an evil entity called Miramax. So it's like whatever access you had.
Those fucking guys. Those
because that's like only access people had to those movies, unless like you went to Suncoast or something and got like. We do live in this odd era where physical media is dying, but also for some reason it's where like we have more access to like foreign like Hong Kong stuff ever. Even though people were getting mad that Hard Boiled and was like $50 at release, but.
They're definitely priced as a premium, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's very strange. Like we have like the biggest extensive currently library of Shaw Brothers films that we could ever watch. Like so many of these movies are coming out on physical media.
Exactly.
The problem is that they don't release them individually. They're in like
big
$150 sets.
Yeah.
And it's infuriating, but I also understand.
Yeah, same with like Criterion with the Showa Godzilla films. Like, yeah, you could stream them individually if you wanted to, but also like if you want them physically, you got to get the big expensive set, and it's like
because I really hate to say this, the only people that would be buying a single physical Blu-ray copy of Super Inframan are the three people on this podcast right now.
Yeah. And also Godzilla versus Megalon, unfortunately, I don't think it would get as much as you'd
people
want.
Aren't
like whichever.
No way.
People aren't going to waking up early and going to Walmart at 3 a.m. to get Ebera Horror of the Deep. I don't know about that. Come on.
Like there is a reason why the only accessibly like easy to buy Showa era Godzilla films for the longest time were the original and Godzilla versus King Kong, because nobody wants to buy the other ones by themselves.
So sad.
So it's unfortunate, but
at least streaming exists, and also there's other means.
Right.
And I would also like to say before we get to the Russ Cap, if you want to watch Shaw Brothers films, a bunch of them are available for free officially on YouTube on the Shaw Brothers YouTube channel.
So
a lot of them are.
Yes, if you want some of that Gekiranger flavor, but like, you know, cool, not big budget, but like really full-fledged films that are like all martial artsy, get on that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
If you're enjoying where Power Rangers were in terms of their like production pipeline and getting good stuff out quickly, Shaw Brothers in like mid 70s or like late 60s and mid 70s, just like so much crazy shit so fast.
Pumping that shit out. They had a formula.
Yeah.
Was it all good? No, but like it was always entertaining. Anyway.
All right. Russ Cap time.
All right.
Yep.
Okay, I worked hard on this one. I put TLC in this one. Okay, so this is the Russ Cap for Juken Sentai Gekiranger episodes 13 through 25. Those lovable Gekirangers are back at it again, doing push-ups and pull-ups while Leo trains by getting stabbed with multiple knives over and over again. Skyfist Demon Kata summons two bird-themed guys to do JRPG things where they shoot lightning on the map to cause real-world map damage or whatever. The Gekirangers wish to kick both bird folk in the head, but simply can't reach them, given they're birds who are really high up. So, Retsu, technique guy, goes and learns a new weapon from Bat Lee, the Geki fans, a knifed fan that lets you disarm people and gives you the power to fly, which is kind of sick, but I can just imagine being the least popular friend in the friend group and getting handed the fan. Regardless, Retsu uses them to fly and kills the birds. But fuck, why did I write that? But fuck all that. But fuck all that because Sea Fist Demon Ragaku is here, and she's constantly serving nonstop. She's basically proto-Varang. Everyone is instantly smitten with this sexy Astro Bot looking lady, and she has the world wrapped around her finger. All the world except young Master Leo, who she manipulates another way by pushing Melee as the true successor to Rinky Beast Fist. She poisons Master Leo and presses Melee into combat to save him. Her opponent, the hater and loser, Master Giafu, is the only man to ever reject Rageku like an idiot. Melee starts as no match for the portly Catman, but through a twisted Harley Quinn-esque love for Leo, Melee goes psycho and almost stabs the Catman to death. Usually I support women doing their thing, but it's bad this time because Melee starts to die from Renki exhaustion. Is it Renki? I call it Renki. Rinky. Okay, Rinky. Whether it was jealousy for Melee, affection for the queen who is crazier and more fearless than him, or some sort of feline fraternity with Giafu, Leo breaks up the fight and lets the Geki Rangers plus Master run off to lick their wounds. Jan, feeling powerless and power up less, wishes for a cool gun or sword so he can aid the others more in the next fight. Sensing his sadness, Mickey sends the crew off to meet a guy named Sharky Chan. Hijinks ensues. Jan gets a sword, or swords, or both, I don't know, from this side quest. They're neat. I bet they probably sold 8 times as many as the fans. Sorry, Retsu. Fully kitted out, the Geki Rangers are feeling like pretty hot shit. Their suits are cool, their weapons are cool, their spirit mecha chi construct thing has a full-blown arsenal now. Who's gonna mess with these big dogs? Master Leo, who's training from the martial fiends, have made him essentially unstoppable. He owns the Geki Rangers so bad, it's like 10 minutes of pure unadulterated sliming out of the crew. Before Leo, Fists of the North Stars are teenage heroes. Giafu offers Leo the ultimate challenge. Prove Rinky Fist is superior to Geki Fist after the Geki Rangers achieve Kageki, the coolest and most badass form of Geki. Leo, smarmy as ever, grants them 3 days to learn Kageki and face him, or Giafu gets summarily executed on national television during the Toei superhero block. The Geki Rangers are distraught, so Miki pushes them towards challenging the last of the Fistmasters, Michelle Peng, Gorien, Pion Bao, who we discussed earlier, to a contest to unlock their Kageki potential. But where the Geki Rangers' challenges in the past focused on their strength, this battle forced them to challenge their weaknesses. Jan had to stack pennies with a gorilla, but immediately lost because he works out the gym instead of the library. Ran and Michelle Peng, a penguin woman, have a half-pipe skateboarding competition, and Ran has sadly only played Tony Hawk Underground games, which are more street skating centric, and she is not used to more vert style tricks. Retsu yells at her something about art I didn't really understand, and the girl and the penguin women are tied after winning 100 skateboarding points from the automatic skateboarding judge, which is kind of fucking stupid in retrospect and more proof that AI is a failure. So anyway, to win the competition, Retsu has to play a game of tag with Pion Biao, a gazelle man, where the first between the two to grab the kerchief wrapped around the other's upper arm wins, except this is violence tag, and Pion Biao beats the snot out of Retsu. Retsu, listening to his bud Jan, takes the advice of don't be a glass cannon, tank it out, and he does that. After a grueling night of Mortal Kombat, Retsu wrestles the kerchief away and thanks Jan for being a homie. The Geki Rangers tied the Fistmasters, but secretly it was all a test. The Geki Rangers had the juice all along, and the Fistmasters just had to squeeze it. Pissed and vinegar eyes, the plucky trio return to face Leo, but he low-key pwns them again. Push the limit, Jan is forced to confront why he wants Geki power. To get stronger? To learn his limits? To beat people up? No. Much like Fuwawa and Mokoko Abyssguard, he wants to protect everyone's smile. He activates Kageki, and the other two go, oh, I just have to say I'm going to protect people. And they transform and own Leo as well. They kick his ass into the damn floor. Bloodied and bruised, Leo faces his first ever defeat and slinks off with Melee. The team rejoices as their world-saving martial art exploits prevail. Leo is in no mood and believes he needs to revive the final martial fiend to hit the evilest, most potent form of Rinky. There's some Full House shenanigans we can get into later, but Leo revives the nastiest martial fiend and former master of Rinky Beast Fist, Land Fist Demon Maku. Leo, expecting a video game tutorial with some new combos from the new guy, gets violently usurped and kicked down like a dog, only surviving because the other martial fiends promise he can score Maku some mids or something. Giafu senses the disturbance in the chi, so he goes, we're gonna need a new guy at the halfway mark of the show to kick ass and sell more toys to kids. And Miki was like, should we make him twisted? And Shifu goes, not like Joker twisted, but werewolf twisted. I'm talking full furried out, howling at the moon, waking up shirtless werewolf who's kind of sexy. Thus walks in Gao, who's revealed to be Retsu's cooler older brother and former rival of Leo. He's mad that Retsu left his artistic pursuit to kick people, but grows to respect him, turning kicking into a beautiful art. Interpersonal issues put aside, the Gekirangers want to recruit him, but he's, in his words not mine, a lone wolf. He fucks around and does some werewolf stuff, but luckily Miki bribes him with a cool jacket and he's on the team. But is a cool jacket enough to save the world? Find out on the next handful episodes of Gekiranger.
I want to point out that Russ is genuinely not kidding about the shirtless werewolf howling.
Yes, and also it's go. It's just he's like the word go.
I thought it was. Yeah. I thought of Garu, Mark of the Wolves, so I was like,
that's fair. That's fair.
Anyway,
I mean Gao, like
Gao's
Gao,
like Gao, roar,
kinda.
but also it's just
yeah.
go.
Okay, go. I got it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So, it's a lot of training. It's a lot of getting better, you know. As much as people complain about training arcs, we all like it. We all like it.
Of
yeah,
course.
they do some fun stuff with the training stuff this batch.
I will say the first 6 episodes of this batch, I think we talked about it a bit earlier, a little slow. It was like you like figuring out you have the formula. And it's entertaining,
Right.
but you go like, okay, well, how are they going to mix it up on me, right?
Yeah. Also, there's some just like really like episodes.
Sitcom-y
like,
shit.
All right. There, the one that really like sticks out is the wait. Would you say mommy?
Sitcom-y, not mommy.
Yeah, sitcom-y. I mean, that kind of gets in there too, mommy.
Yeah.
Because like they just have because. I don't know why they hate Ron. I feel like the show has it out for
The
this
show
woman.
hates her. My God.
Listen, she's had one good episode to herself.
She's had one good episode, which is later we'll get into the Sukeban episode. But before that, it's just constant humiliation ritual shit. And this time it was like, we're gonna they were like joking like, hey, you're like kind of like the mom of the group because that's just kind of how you have to be if you're the girl in a trio of guys. Unfortunately, in these kind of this kind of fiction, you have to be the reasonable scoldy type. And they're like, okay, this bad guy, the monster of the week, he can take out the souls, like life essence of people, and then which makes like reduce like. Age regresses them, literally, physically.
Age regress them and then put them on a miscellaneous bridge, which I didn't quite understand. But
the bridge, they were up there because Ron knocked away the orbs.
The orbs.
Okay,
remember?
Sure. I thought they were gonna.
Yeah,
go.
she deflected the orbs and like, haha, you shouldn't have done that. Those are their like lives.
I had this feeling like they were gonna go back to their like childhood home, or like they got knocked back, but no, it was just a bridge.
No, there's like randomly perched.
Do some character stuff. No, not really mom stuff, but okay.
The moment that episode revealed its true colors, I just thought of the Drill Toho girl tweet. Just instantly. Like, it's...
Toho girls, I want to be my mom, and here's a copy.
You threw it away.
In case you throw it in the garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
They play it so straight. It's crazy. They play that concept so straight.
Right.
I would also like to say, outsider looking in, whatever, but Sentai has a habit of doing the like maternal like instinct stuff with a lot of the female rangers, to the point that there is a V cinema.
Yes, I was
about a lot of the Sentai women that are legitimate mothers.
Right.
Yes, they do like a multiple years later. Oh, here's these veteran Super Sentai ladies. I think they're called like something like Sentai Mamas is what it's called. Let me look it up.
Mamas.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. It came out during like, was it like while Exade was airing? I'm pretty
It was
sure
definitely in the
that's what it was,
2010s. Let me look it up on Google.
I do remember it.
Super
but,
Sentai Mama.
Sentai likes focusing on that. I
I
know.
definitely remember people posting about it on Twitter as like, what's going on in Japan? They're doing the...
This is for like those like otaku, the tokusatsu otaku who are a little weird about the female actresses.
I guess.
I was going to be a little more charitable and say maybe this is just for the the mothers that are fans of Sentai, because the mom Toku
Hunter, you're being
fans
a little
are real.
too charitable. I'm sorry.
They are real though.
They are real,
That's
but
not
also
a thing I'm
like
making up.
this is why can't I Google this? Google sucks nowadays. I would have been able to Google this 10 years ago, but now it's like I don't know what you're talking about. Here's an AI summary. It's like, fuck off.
Google, show me Super Sentai moms.
What was the viral tweet about the guy who found the what season of Power Rangers is this in Japan?
Oh, there we go. Hero Mama League.
Hero Mama League. Guy who buys that.
It's 3 of them. It's got Hurricane Blue from 2002. It's got Deka Yellow from 2004, and it's got Maji Pink from 2005.
Okay.
So like early 2000s ladies in 2018. Now they're moms. That's like, all right. This is definitely people who had a crush on them when they were kids. Right. Got it.
They're standing. It's guy who buys the movie and stands up and is saluting the entire time. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service, women.
This episode sucked.
Yeah,
there was a funny bit where they show like Ave Maria art for like one of the special attacks that got me a chuckle, but it was crazy when they got them back to their normal ages and they just never talk about it again. Like, I had to change that guy's diaper. I had to hold this kid's hand, and now they're back to being adults.
The special motherly fist.
Yeah.
I would also like to say that she just starts doing Hokuto no Ken shit.
That's right. I forgot about that.
That's what being a mother is.
Exactly.
I'm not like making a comparison because like, oh, she's doing like the quick punching thing. No, the friggin' porcupine or whatever that thing was. He starts like expanding and contracting like he's gonna explode.
Right, and then like, and then they're like, okay, that's cool. We can't let him die yet because we can't give her a solo win. We got to do a teamwork win. And I was like, oh, that's lame.
Yeah.
I would have rather that have been the end of the episode personally, but whatever.
Yeah, it's so funny because like now that you're saying it,
ridiculous.
There's like 2 different modes the show is on where we're having epic kung fu battles to the death where characters are like, you don't stomp their head in, they're gonna kill him. Leo's literally like has his boot raised, and then we're having, like I said in the recap, full house shit. Like
Full House shit.
Yeah.
Like we had to take care of this rich lady who is very stereotypically rich lady.
Do you think that was a Paris Hilton parody, or am I just like connecting the time?
Yes.
It was. Okay. I mean, listen.
100%
maybe,
with
but
the
also like that archetype absolutely exists in Japan of like the bougie lady who's a celebrity of some sorts.
When they said...
What's up?
What I was just gonna say, when they said that her family owns a chain of hotels,
Yes,
specifically, I was like, "Oh, that's Miss Hilton."
Okay.
I guess how it comes off.
Yeah, to reference.
But also, I like that they gave her a little bond with John, like unlikely bond. I guess
It was nice.
It's cute. Give the rich girl let the rich girl like the caveman.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
She loves
Sure,
ramen. She's a socialite who loves ramen. And all I was going to say is I knew that Japan knew what... Well, not that Hunter x Hunter is a barometer for all things Japanese, but I mean, Paris and Hilton is there. So...
Yeah, Pariston Hill.
Yeah, Pariston Hill, yeah. So I know that, like, that they know of her. So I was like, huh. Very broad. It was almost like... Because... I remember how many cartoons when I was a kid, or like even like child sitcoms a la The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody having very specific Paris Hilton parodies. I was like, even
like parodies
made it over there too.
Yeah.
It was very interesting. It was a flashback.
Who knows? Right. But yeah, I just wanted to go on that digression because, like, yes, there's like the formula of you go to this guy, he gives you a new toy weapon, and you know it's kind of fun. But also you got shit like that, and it's like, okay, we got to get this out of the way. We got to have the weird, kind of demeaning, but let's just get out of the way episode.
Yeah, it's so funny. And, you know, we're criticizing them, and they deserve to be criticized, obviously. But as we've said, the show is so watchable that it kind of like glides over your brain.
It does a bit, thankfully.
Yeah. Because I don't know, these characters are just so goofy already. It kind of feels like they fit into those sitcom hijinks, but you know, it is the funny thing where like when I talked about way earlier in another episode, people who watch Dawn Brothers and like, when are they gonna get back to the plot? It's all sideline stupid bullshit.
No, this is the plot,
this
baby.
is the story. This actually is like getting away from the plot. So I get why people would be annoyed.
Yeah, legitimately getting away from the plot. But
But speaking of the plot, I think we should talk about what our characters were doing. And specifically, I mean, why Retsu was dancing in the middle of like a lake with a giant bat.
Yeah,
that was awesome. Okay.
I want to comment. So Retsu was dancing in the middle of the lake with a giant bat. The music for about a day and a half was drilled into my brain, and it sounds like the kind of music that they make you dance to in like when they make elementary school kids sing like international music for their parents. This is like the backing track of it. Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
What made me
for a song
what
called
made me
like
really laugh at too. Go ahead.
Oh, just for it, like you would hear kids sing it, and it would be a song called like "Dreams of China," where they'd be singing in little fifth grader voices about China, faraway land. You know what I mean?
That's too much of a deep cut. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I work in education, so I've had to deal with this before. Anyway.
Fair enough.
No, I do. I remember that.
I mean, I know
I've
about like internationalist little kids singing about songs. I had those vibes when I was at that age, but also, man,
yeah.
What I was really entertained by was at the start of the two-parter where they go to a showing of the Nutcracker, and whenever they have to show the Nutcracker, they just show straight up stock footage. It's just like cut, revert, like shot, reverse shot, normal shot of like the characters, like in the middle of an audience, reverse shot, just really grainy, like stock footage of the Nutcracker, like a performance of it. That got
Surely.
Oh yeah.
Surely they could have found an actual show.
That probably would have had some. They probably would have had some like contract shit or like because like of like copyright or not copyright, but like it probably would have been annoying to do. So they're like, fuck it, let's get grainy stock footage of a performance of the Nutcracker. This is a very minor scene at the start of this two-parter.
The only other time they ever showed footage like that was when they had a figure,
ice rink lady.
An ice rink lady who I think was a real.
Yeah.
We never looked that up, by the way.
Real life ice skater.
Yeah, we never looked that up. But I'm just gonna assume. I'm just gonna assume it's true.
I was gonna assume she was.
So I assumed that there was gonna be a ballerina who was gonna teach Retsu how to fly or something, like teach her about like the Swan Lake, and he would learn like swan skills to fly. No, a Batman showed up. Not that Batman.
Yeah, Batman voiced by a bat guy voiced by Shar Aznavour. Got to teach him some dancing with a fan on top of water.
I just realized he has the least dialogue of the Fistmasters, and now that I know who the voice actor is, it probably makes sense why.
Yeah, he's kind of like probably the biggest name,
right?
But it's like really funny.
Hold up. Before we continue, I looked it up. She was in fact a real figure skater.
There we go.
Junko Yaginuma.
Okay.
She skated for Japan during the Winter Olympics.
There you go.
Good for her.
1988. Yeah. So the bats. So his whole deal, Bat Lee. His whole deal was that he doesn't take on students because he doesn't believe in just fighting. He believes in the artistry of movements. So he doesn't like taking on students. But luckily, Retsu is a little soy boy artist.
Exactly.
So he was able to win him over by completely getting his ass kicked at first, and then just going into a Zen state, which is in fact what it's called in the show.
Is it Zen state or flow state? Because I've heard
it's specifically Zen.
Gotcha.
In this one.
Okay. I was wondering, Mark, like they definitely got some really nice outdoors shots for like the confrontation between Bat Lee and Retsu. Just like, they're like cheating almost. Like, you just kind of have to point the camera, and the audience and whoever's watching is going to ooh and ah because they're in really nice places outside.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I gotta say too, with Bat Lee, I want to know how on Earth Toei found a suit actor that could not only move in those heavy robes and that big stupid bat mask, but also be able to do traditional Chinese
That's
fan
so
dancing.
true.
Like,
yeah, that's
flawlessly.
true. And it looks good too. Yeah.
Like, that's a professional. I just have to assume that that's what that person does for a living.
Oh yeah, no, it was he did a great job.
He only had one suit actor, so that had to have been that guy doing both things. And also, that was the action director as the suit actor for Batley.
Wow, that's so interesting.
Oh, so he just does that. Okay.
And also,
wow.
This guy's really important. Holy shit, he is like the Godzilla suit actor since Godzilla 2000.
That's crazy.
Oh wow! All right.
And he choreographed the fight scenes for Gekiranger. Okay, he's actually super fucking.
I get it. Listen, like I said earlier,
all right, we'll go back, guy.
Is definitely the aura farmer of the. I don't know. That's not true though. Gorien really is bringing it.
Gorien's kind of aura farming. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but with all I'm saying is Batley, he shows up so little compared to the others. For obvious reasons, because it sounds like probably that guy needs to be on set and working with the other Beast Fist Masters, and not having to like call, talk to the director or whatever, like, and take the big head off all the time.
Right.
Yeah, and also the voice actor. I don't know how many lines literally his episode is about how he doesn't talk that much. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. I mean, he's got...
Oh shit, this guy's really important. He was also Spider-Man in the Tokusatsu Spider-Man back in the day. This guy's...
That's awesome.
A legend.
Oh,
Jesus
so he's
Christ.
my goat. Okay.
He's like a goat.
Hell yeah.
We love Batley. Like I said, I absence makes the heart grow fonder. I mean, the mouth movements look good too. I think him and Melee have the best of the talking suits. Ooh, Michelle Pang's pretty good, but that's different. That's a beak.
Yeah.
I mean, Sharky, I love Sharky Chan, but he's not.
Sharky Chan's my favorite, but he's also probably the most doofy out of all of them.
It definitely is he has two swords I don't think are actual swords that he could draw. His head swings around and it looks like it's going to hit the other actors in the head. Shouts out to the suit actor for keeping it, consistent and real enough that he's not. It looks like they're having a real conversation and not him, throwing a piece of plastic around the room.
Okay, but he has the best two-parter out of the Masters.
That's
true.
Oh, easily. Yeah, because he's John's one,
right?
So they have to give him the most good shit.
Now, it's good. It's also verbatim. Just to listen. Would you call it a Ginyu Force knockoff? I don't know. Would you?
What do you mean?
When the hermit crab, which I actually think is pretty fun. The hermit crab occupies other people's bodies.
Like that's like probably a common trope of like, yeah, it's not like they're switching. It's not like they're suddenly in the crab body.
I get you. There's no that kind of tension of like, oh, he took my body.
That is out of all the monsters for this watch, that I think had the most creative use for the animal theme.
Oh, yeah.
That it's based on. Like, I think like the hermit crab just hiding out in like other people's bodies, I think is cool.
That is a neat idea now that you say that.
I know. It's funny because it took me like 2 episodes. There's a lot about this show in terms of puns or like powers or like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Oh yeah, that's why they did it that way.
Now, why the penguin skateboards? I couldn't tell you.
I couldn't fucking tell you either.
I don't know why the penguin skateboards. The hermit crab jumps between different bodies because he's a hermit crab, but the penguin.
And also the fucking Gory Yen, the gorilla. Why he's an author in New York, a book author,
a self-help author. I think like he writes like how to improve your life, nonfiction.
And the penguins stays out in Sweden. And then the gazelle has the most based one. I was like, yeah, I kill poachers in Kenya.
Yeah, he stomps them, dude.
I would like to say before we judge Gory Yen's profession. We do. They did preview the next episode.
True.
And it does look like he talks to people about how their path is going.
Right.
Okay.
Maybe that has an actual tie-in.
He writes
to
those self-help
Maybe.
books that tech bros always are recommending, like, you know what I mean?
Now he strikes me more as a rich dad, poor dad kind of guy.
Rich gorilla, poor monkey. Yeah.
Exactly.
I would also I say I would like to say a lot. Whatever. This watch did actually address a not a complaint, but an observation I had in our last episode.
Mm-hmm.
The Gekirangers do end up primarily using their master's weapons. Going forward. We just had to get all three of them with new
all of them their
weapons.
own shtick. Yeah.
I
Go ahead.
I lament. Sorry, I lament the loss of the Geki nunchucks, but I do love the Geki sabers.
Speaking of weapons, I really liked because like they were like, oh, these swords are floppy, and all I could think of, because like the toy sword would be floppy, so it feels like almost like like a self-aware thing.
It's true.
Like, oh, these swords are so. Because I mean, I know there's like real life swords that are like floppy and all that, but it just made me think, oh, the toy swords all like generally are all floppy. They're like, oh no, if you do swing it like this, it's actually really deadly. Like, oh, okay.
I guess
I thought that was funny.
My thought about it, and I have no basis for this, so sound off in the comments and call me a dum-dum if you want. In wuxia movies, or usually the swords are more flimsy and flinging around versus like samurai.
So maybe it is based on that.
But also that might be me trying to apply logic to what could just be, this is a funny toy. Or like you said, like, oh, they're plastic. Just don't worry about it. It's fun. It's a unique visual.
I think it's multifaceted, and that's also part of it, that, hey, floppy swords are also in wuxia movies.
Yeah, so, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like a different thing than the average, power saber or whatever you would see in your, I like that they haven't had the traditional blaster sword setup for the
right, because like blaster sword hybrids are like the go-to for like any Toei Toku show, so it's like, okay, this is nice variety. There's no guns in this show,
right?
Other than the bazooka cannon.
Yeah,
which they rarely use.
the handful of times they've used it since are actually kind of fun or interesting. Like a foe that has a thick shell or something. It's like, there was purpose.
Or they're like a last resort, and it's like, oh, it still didn't do anything. Like it's the fucking spirit bomb.
It's like a super in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 at this point.
Yeah, they do it so quickly, so that it might as well be one of those supers.
Mm-hmm. Should we go through the characters or? Because I did want to talk about Gekiranger Violet, but I almost want to should we just pair that with Retsu and go?
Yeah, let's pair that with Retsu.
Well, okay.
Yeah, Retsu.
Yeah.
Jan is I did want to comment quickly on Jan because he was such a focus in that first batch episodes we watched. He has since taken a step back, and also I feel like they have ratcheted it down a bit. A little bit. I am not.
He's a little. Sorry, I was just gonna say he's a little less exhausting now.
Right.
I feel like with it being like more sitcom-y plots or something, if he's too childish or confusing, then like the situation gets preposterous. So with the Paris Hilton one, he's a little bit more grounded, not much, just a lot less Zawa, Ricky. I don't.
The only time that I was starting to get mad at him was when he threw a tantrum over the gorilla stacking coins.
Yes.
That was the only time I got exasperated.
Which was
but otherwise
funny.
he was all right.
Yeah. That one was just. That was to me. That was episode 20, right? Like we said, episode 19 was badass. I was like, damn, they're doing full blown wire fu insanity here. And then episode 20 drops.
Yeah, and a quarry.
Yeah. Episode 20 drops, and you're like, who are these characters? Where did they come from? It's from another planet at this point. Or
they're the last three martial sages.
Yeah, they have to be. One of them has to be a penguin, of course. It's nice that they had another girl, by the way. I was happy. Well, yeah. Anyway, so John, I thought they tempered him back a little bit, and he has some childish moments, but I don't think it's been a while since he got on the floor and went, I'm a baby, I'm having a temper tantrum.
Yeah, right. It's nice that I've had to hear, yeah, a lot
Yeah,
less.
way less. Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
Ron, we already kind of.
Speaking of that 3-parter, go ahead.
Oh, we talked about Ron a little bit already. Is there anything else you wanted to comment on it real quick? Oh, yeah.
We can talk about the Sukeban episode.
Yes, the Sukeban Deka episode. So all of her other episodes were like, she's a girl and she takes care of the team and yada, yada, yada. It was very stock and cliche. She got her own episode where she got attacked by a porcupine and her pressure points got put out of balance. Her chakras were out of sync or whatever. And she just straight up turned into a Sukeban Deka character, the yo-yoing girl, which is like such a huge part of like such a weird and interesting part of like Japanese culture that like was so huge, but I think in America it's like totally unknown. You know what I mean?
I mean, maybe there's like a biker gang girls exist, but they're not like this,
right?
Like the Sukeban delinquent trope.
I mean, the first I ever heard about it was people talking about it for Kill la Kill back in like 2012 or whatever, and being like,
yeah, and it's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And it's that shtick of like, you do squats, you have a motorcycle, you got a cool face mask, you know, you don't take shit, and you're like a rebel, and you don't like school.
Right.
I felt the age of the people making the show when they went into like the little club, and like everybody was dressed like they were like from decades ago, and I was like, all right, guys, we get it. You guys aren't young anymore.
It reminds me of being a kid. This should be a segment into itself of Russ Galaxy Brain comparisons, but it reminded me of being a kid and watching like reruns of the Flintstone Kids when like baby boomer writers on those kids cartoons would shove doo-wop and doo-wop and like 1950s garbage on us. So I'm like, is that how these kids in 2006 felt when they were watching this and they were getting like 70s?
Yeah, or like why are the girls at this club dressed like they're from the fucking 70s?
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
But it gave me that feeling, but where I thought that was dorky shit when I was a kid. I was like eating this up. I love that garbage. I don't know why.
Oh, I love it. And like how like Mickey, the office lady, like CEO of Scratch, she's like, oh, I used to be a delinquent when I was like a teenager. And I was like, yeah, and she was like, just kind of did it back and forth. It's like, respect your fucking elders.
Yeah. And
I'm the boss. I'm like the legendary boss of the delinquents.
The boss of Asics was a Yankee girl in a past life. Is very funny to say.
Yeah, that was cute. So yeah, that was a fun episode.
It was definitely the first Ron episode that did make me go like.
That didn't make me cringe. I'm just gonna say it didn't make me cringe for
but
once.
Also in a low-key way. I remember at the end of the episode John going, I like the old Ron better. I'm like, I don't know, I kind of like delinquent Ron. She's a little bit more interesting.
I mean, it did make me cringe a little when they were just kind of like being whiny about her being the leader and like being like bossy, and I was like, all right, okay.
Yeah,
and they're like, wait, no, I like it when you're bossy. I'm sorry. I was like, okay, it's back, it's fine now.
I like delinquent Ron. She's fun. She could punch the other guys in the head. I don't know.
All right. We want to talk about the 3-parter now. Like get really into it.
Yeah, totally.
The one before that. Yeah. Okay. So the whole deal with that is that there's a thing called Kageki, which is like an extra thing. It's sort of like, in Saint Seiya, there's like the 7th or 8th sense, or like in recent Dragon Ball stuff, there's God Ki. Well, here there's a thing beyond Geki called Kageki. Apparently, no one's gotten it, even though it seems kind of straightforward. You get it through the power of friendship and wanting to Mamoru and protect people.
Power of friendship, yes, I forgot about Nakama, yes.
Yeah, it's like you have to admit what your true, which I did like. It was like a lot of like thematic, like back and forth between Leo and then the crew. Is like Leo's all about strength. He wants strength. That's all he wants at the end of the day. Power. And then the gorilla guy's like, John, what do you actually do this for? And like he kind of fucking forgets what he did in episode 1, where he jumped in to protect civilians, and that's how he got into this mess. Right?
Yeah.
And then he's just kind of like, I don't know. I guess to get stronger, I guess, because he's been so kind of like narrow-headed, I guess.
Right.
Narrow-minded, excuse me, for like so long. And then he has to get reminded, like, by looking at Leo and him. Like, he has to, like, watch Leo, like, state his shit out loud in the camera from, like, wait, no, I'm not that. I'm not Leo. Okay, now I know how I'm different. Okay. And then, you know, he gets his big moment. I really like the foreshadowing going on. Because when you see for the first hints of him unlocking that aura, power, key, he does this big scream, and like Leo's like, wait a sec, is this that guy I've had premonitions of, or like I've been wanting to face, and what my goal is, the white tiger? It's like, no, he's not. But also, wait, this kind of still reminds me of him. It's like, ooh, will we find out more about this white tiger? Is he perhaps related to John because he's also a tiger? Who knows?
Yup.
Yep. So that's an interesting little bit of foreshadowing going on.
I mean, I just want to comment, but I'm gonna butcher this. What's that tweet that's like they're talking to the therapist and like, I just like it when the prince returns to the kingdom and lifts the sword that crowns him king again or whatever. Listen, I can't help it.
Yeah, and becomes like the right of kings and all
Yeah.
that. I mean, that's for me when I see like this battle manga trope stuff where like they scream and want to protect people and they unlock their super forms. I like that.
I like it when I think Leo literally says out loud, and I should get mad about this because this is as cliche as it gets. He goes, I think friendship is for the weak.
Yeah, basically, he's like, and like I love the back and forth stuff. The super simple, like the hero saying, "Right is might is wrong."
Yeah,
and it's like, actually, I don't mind this. Maybe it's nice to tell this to kids because who the fuck knows these days?
Literally, just friendship is for the weak, and then like the character's like, no, actually, it makes us stronger, and we're beating you now because of friendship. I mean,
because we're teaming up instead of doing 1v1s.
Yeah.
Because last time they weren't allowed to do team up, and then now they are, and now they have their super forms. Which, by the way, what do we think about the looks? I love the super
They're great.
forms.
It's good.
Oh, they're awesome.
Now,
they're great.
So sleek.
I have one complaint. I do think the rents on Ron look interesting. I don't know if I think they're supposed to look like cheetah spots.
I guess,
but they're like weird
like
and
the
circular,
vents.
and she has 6 of them, and it gives me an unpleasant image. But besides that, the colors are on point. The colors are sick.
The colors, it just looks super slick, and the vents, I really like it makes them like feel like almost aerodynamic.
And I thought the claws would be corny.
So really cool wire fu stuff.
Yeah, I thought.
Oh, the claws.
I thought the claws would be corny, or I'd be like, okay, put them to the side or hide them. So far, they just feel organic. They feel natural. I don't know why.
They feel like an extension of their choreography already.
Yeah, they do.
It feels more like a signature weapon than any of their actual like toyetic weapons have been.
Sensei weapons.
Like I could totally imagine being
because they activate their super forms through this claw.
Yeah.
Is a thing.
Yeah,
I also like that they establish that they can't always do the super forms.
Right.
They have to be in a specific state of mind, and they can't be already too beat up, because if they're already too beat up and try to activate it, they'll like really burn their life force. So like, let's do it fresh if you do it.
I mean, I don't think there's.
But yeah, you have to also like you can't be doing to show people off, because like the sensei was like, oh, Sharky Chan was like, hey, I want to see your Kageki form, and like, yeah, okay, and it's like, oh, I can't do it, and it's like. And Gory's like, oh, you can't be doing this when trying to show off. That's not cool. That's not good. You have to be only doing it when you're wanting to protect somebody, which I guess that's why it only activates them.
Right.
Yeah.
It kind of did remind me of Super Saiyan, where I think they're just gonna do it every time. But usually, it's fun at least that they have the parameters, and you go, oh, okay.
Yeah.
They learned the lesson this week.
Yeah, this is going to be like Super Saiyan, and they're just going to like do it on a flick of a switch, but like it's cute.
They have to learn a lesson to get to it.
I liked when they were forced to not use it. I like when they were forced to not use it and they still won.
That's good.
Yeah, when Ran eventually hurts her leg again in the
God, they keep doing that shit.
Nerf the fast
Maybe
one.
she has to put on pants. I feel bad for her, but Rand, just for your sake, you might have to put on pants because you keep getting leg injuries.
Wear some leg guards, for the love of God.
Yes,
because like
guards,
when they did that in the mecha fight, I was losing my shit when they did that in the mecha fight. Like even in the mecha fight, they have to like kick them in the shins. I was like, because that's where Rand is. Rand's animals in the legs. I was like, oh brother.
But who replaced her? Should we go into it? Who replaced her?
Yes, we should.
Okay.
The best
We
guy.
got-
the best
We
guy.
got go. Listen, I think I went over
Go
this.
Fukami.
Go. All I knew about this show when we chose it, people like the Violet guy. I didn't know why or how. I think I knew a little bit like he's the Muay Thai guy just because of the Battle for the Grid or something. Like some factoid popped up.
Yeah.
When you see the first episode he's in, or like properly introduced in his story and what he's doing, it's like I could not imagine a more designed character to appeal to every single demo that watches
The
you
show.
know, or,
Guys,
Sentai.
you don't understand, listener. If you haven't seen the show, the first frame we see of this man is this in shape, shirtless guy, leather pants, cross metal chain necklace.
Yeah, like a cross, a literal cross with a wolf on the cross, a wolf head on the cross.
Yes.
And the next episode, they just instantly reveal, yeah, this hot guy, he is also a shirtless werewolf.
Yeah, he's that werewolf they ran into in the middle of the episode. Like, what's that guy's deal? He's kind of strong.
And the fact that he's tortured, he doesn't want to turn into the werewolf, but he does. He has to sometimes. This guy is when did Gekiranger come out?
2007.
Absolutely makes the most sense I've ever heard. This guy is 2007.
Yeah. I wonder.
It's insane, and it works. It totally works.
He's damaged at heart. He's damaged, and he also has a special form of Geki that only he has. This should be annoying. I don't know.
It's some other. It's just some other shit. It's like some other shit.
It should
Geki.
be annoying. That's the key word. It should be. It's
fucking
not.
eye rolling, but it's not.
It's fucking beast. It's awesome.
And you like Leo on the last episode, I was like, oh, he's Shadow the Hedgehog. Like, he's cool. He's got the coolest poses. He's got his own twisted intrigue going on in the background. And then it's like they had to invent a character to one-up him, and he's a tortured werewolf. Who he's a tortured werewolf, not because he got bit by a werewolf. It's because he did illegal karate. He did
forbidden technique.
The forbidden technique that pushed him beyond the bounds of humanity. He can't return. It's so sick.
Yeah, and he hasn't been aging in the past 10 years, and also he's the big brother of the Blue Ranger. And they lived in a church, and now it's dilapidated, and they do a cool meetup there, and there's fucking like doves and pigeons flying like it's fucking John Woo. It was perfection. It was like almost too much.
He turns into a werewolf one time, and he instantly blacks out for 10 years.
Well, not like 10 years, but it's like yeah, it's for 10 years, but he's
over
like
10 years.
Okay, yeah, but like what he was trying to tell us is like, yeah, I've just kind of been like wandering around for the past 10 years in like in a fog, like a complete brain fog, constantly switching back between human and werewolf. I was like, dude.
Right. Probably doing like
It's
kicking
so
trees
cool.
down and shit. Doing martial arts still, obviously, because this is the world where martial arts is the economy. But he,
Yeah,
I mean,
but he,
it's his own original style that suspiciously looks like Muay Thai.
yes, yeah. Oh, and listen. So okay, his plot beats, the construction of this character. It's catnip for anybody who's like, he's the coolest guy. He's the most badass guy. The fighting stance in the Muay Thai stuff works better than I even expected. Like, they capture that. The other characters are doing, classic Shaw Brothers, kung fu, martial arts, hand stances and stuff. This guy is proper doing like knees to the face Muay Thai. It's awesome.
and he gets his own
Even,
insert song once he's transformed, and it's like, oh, dude.
Like a great detail too is that after he transforms, which by the way is in a Muay Thai ring, and his morpher is a like
a bell ringer,
Yeah.
like a
bell.
match
It's
bell.
like bing. Oh my god!
But after he transforms, he does the pre-match like Muay Thai. Is it a dance or is it just like whatever it is?
Like
but
a sachet,
he moves
yeah.
his arms and his legs, which is something you're supposed to do before a Muay Thai match.
Mm-hmm.
So they got like a real ass dude under that under that like purple outfit.
And
that knows what he's doing.
When they introduce his different ki, and it's like, yeah, this is Geki, but it's Violet Geki. It's Violet Fierce Ki, and he like does a pose. They put like the kanji for it, and I was like, this is too much. This is like you're too cool, man. Tone it down.
Okay.
We said the name of like what it's called, right?
Yeah, Shigeki.
Shigeki,
It's
yes.
called Shigeki.
Yeah.
Okay. So he has the coolest backstory. He has the coolest moves. He also, his personality is dickhead with a heart of gold. They've calculated it. He's
Everything.
It's like this is like concentrated, like it made it a lab character. This character was made in a fucking lab.
You have to respect. Sometimes, like, you know, we all do the thing where, like, okay, nobody get mad at me. Like, you know, you have the Disney Star Wars characters where they're like, these are all your new best friends, and you have to like them, and don't worry that they have no internal conflict or flaws or whatever. We don't need. Okay, anyway, this guy felt it's like crafted in a lab, but you gotta respect it. You like gotta respect. This is
You have to respect the craft.
This is like, listen, that stuff is flavor goo. This is the different like gross Taco Bell flavor goo. This guy is the Crunchwrap Supreme. You know what I mean?
This guy's the Crunchwrap Supreme with like the hot sauce you put on top. You can put on top of it.
This dude was focus tested to be the most popular character you could put into a children's TV show.
Yeah.
Like, my lord.
He's the best.
He's awesome. It was really good.
And again, like, and when he's like, okay, once he finally recognizes Retsu as the Blue Ranger, the younger brother is like, okay, I respect you getting the martial arts, even though I thought they were too dangerous when you were a little pansy boy. But I guess now you're accomplished enough, it's fine. And then he's like, okay, but I'm not gonna be part of your team. I don't do Geki. I don't do things out of justice or whatever lame shit. It's not Geki. It's some other kind of shit. It's Hukami style wolf fist. It's my family because I made it up. I don't use Geki based. I use Shigeki.
Right.
It's purple.
You gotta wonder how Shiafu recruited people, because his first two students, one turned out to be an insane, power-hungry fascist, martial arts fascist,
Right.
And the other one, Shiafu's like, okay, kind of screwed up on the first one, but let me get the coolest guy now. And then for
another detail I liked. Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, no, I was gonna say, and then now you get to the Geki Rangers. Like, okay, I'm gonna chill out. I'll just choose like
get normal people,
the local class representative at like the local high school, and then like dreamy
like
artist boy,
I guess.
Yeah, and then John, he got kind of delivered. The A6 lady picked him up, but he's cool with it.
He's cool with it. Another thing I just really like. What's a nice thing we learn is this that it's actually pretty recent when Leo left. He like when they do the flashback, he was still similar to the age we see him now. We thought like, oh, he did that like. That flashback would keep on saying the black and white flashback of the kid in the rain. We thought that's when he left the martial arts. No, that's just like what made him get into martial arts. He left much later while he and Go were rivals and like underneath Shafu. Like, so this is recent. This whole deal.
Right. No, yeah, Go. They nailed it. I like it, and it's like we said it like. He's 10 times
great.
before. This should be annoying. I should be like, they're pushing this guy on me.
They're pandering too hard to me.
They're hitting all they went to a TV Tropes page and just picked all the stuff I liked and tried to serve it to me like a candy sampler or something. But no, it's good. It works. No, it's organic.
It's good. And his suit looks nice and sleek. His insert song is sung by fucking what's his name? He's the guy who sang the opening for Kamen Rider Agito, so I'm biased towards this guy. He's great. and his finisher on Melee is just so great and over the top and like too much.
If they whiffed that first transformation fight, this character would be nothing.
Yeah, but no,
like
this guy, you got the best shit.
Yeah.
And the artist I'm thinking of is Shinichi Ishihara. Great guy.
We haven't even brought up. There's another thing he has a cool jacket.
He has a cool zip-up jacket.
Cool jacket too.
And the thing is, I actually liked it more when he had his little like in his like collared button up. I thought that looked cooler, I guess. But no, he also has a zip-up purple jacket, which fine enough.
I'm sure they'll unzip it at points. I think he'll be chilling out, drinking a beer or something, or a protein drink, Pocari Sweat. He'll look really cool
there you
doing
go.
it.
Yeah. Or vitamin C. Excuse me.
Pardon me. Okay. So we could go on for another hour about Go. Should we talk about the guy who he got usurped in the plot and also got usurped in the storyline as being coolest guy, Leo, and it turned Melee?
Yeah, we could talk about Millhouse. This guy got punked like really bad. Like after after he like completely killed the three Stooges earlier in the show.
I do feel like a little bit of that fight was him underestimate. Like they totally beat him, and like it's on him, but he did kind of underestimate them.
Right. Oh yeah, for sure. And like, I did like that he used actually some of his master's techniques. Like he ended up using the jellyfish fist to like dodge Ron, and I think he did like one of the kata like fly up in the air moves for Retsu. So stuff like that.
with the knives, yeah,
or the knives, yeah.
No.
So yeah, I'd like that he actually, because like a really good thing the show does is that you see the villain training along like paralleling the hero's training. Mm-hmm. That's a really good thing they did to like show the journeys of both of them.
Yeah.
And I like that they keep it like with the Melee episode, they keep it ambiguous if he cares. Like you mean he might be having character growth?
He really cares about her.
It might be character growth, or he might just be a petulant asshole. We can't tell yet still. Like he has moments where you're like, oh, he might be a good guy, and then it's like, no, he's a dick. But
I do think there is like a little something they're hinting at with showing how much she cares for him, in that like, oh, maybe it's love. Like when they realize they have love, they will change over to Geki, because love is very anti-conductive with the Rin Fist.
Yeah.
I will say the thing that I think is funny about Melee is I do wonder, and I do think, will they ever get back to the fact she's an undead zombie, or have they just totally been like, no, she's a girl.
Nah.
I think
at this point,
maybe near the end.
I don't think so.
I would like. I also like to say that this show hates Melee. Like they hate her. She gets the snot kicked out of her.
Yeah,
like
whenever
in the
there's
show,
any new bad guy at the evil temple, they always backhand or bitch slap her. It's like, Jesus,
kind of being creepy on her, like leaning on her and stuff. I didn't like much of that either.
Oh yeah, you want to talk about the new guy who he has a face actor compared to all these other evil guys. I wonder if he will be important.
yeah.
What was his name? I don't even remember what his name was.
His name is Long.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if this suspiciously attractive blonde twink is going to be important to the show.
Yeah, and he's like has a hoodie and he's like doing schemes. I wonder if he's like I wonder if he's like the big vinyl villain, Big Bad. Who the fuck knows?
Well. Organization 13 around the corner. Am I right, folks?
I mean, and he has and he turns into a yellow aura that sometimes suspiciously appears whenever Go turns into a werewolf. You know that moment when like the yellow aura flashes by? That was Long's aura.
I didn't even think about that.
He's doing schemes and like grandmaster scheming shit.
Yeah.
So who knows what he's doing? Because he's only talking to Melee. Like, he hasn't made himself show up to the others, because I guess they would know who he is and be like, oh, we should not fucking trust this guy.
Right.
But he's only talking to Melee and be like, hey, pay attention to this monster. You'll probably get Dorinki, the Rinki version of Kageki.
I have to say, I do think it's funny. I don't know if funny's the right word. It's interesting how the bad guys beat up Melee when she's a human form, and we're like, no, come on, you can't do that. Please be nice to her. But then Go beats her up, and
when the good guys beat her up in the monster form, it's like, yeah.
I mean,
look, it's obvious why. Like, you don't want to see a woman get beat up, and it's cool to see a monster get beat up. It's that simple.
And
I would like to. Yeah, it's different when it's a battle.
Yeah. She brought
she
brought it on. I mean, she said we're fighting now, kung fu style, not
not like I'm trying to make a point, but they're like, silence, wench, silence, woman. It's like, geez.
Yeah, that was a moment I was like, okay, interesting. I wouldn't go that way, but this is a show from 2006, so I'm not gonna sit here and be like they knew what was up or the kids would care that much. I mean, but I do like Melee still. She's fun.
She's still fun as hell in my opinion.
Yeah.
I like that she has her own catchphrase that she always says she's the love warrior right before she starts a battle.
Yeah. And I'm hoping the best for her. I'm hoping this is not a show where tragedy befalls our friend Melee. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I hope she doesn't die before he does, or he dies before she does. Maybe it would be nice if they both die at the same time. If that does happen.
Yeah. And they'll get reincarnated, or he'll use the ancient Rinki reincarnation fist, and they'll like, we'll be better people in another life or whatever.
Yeah, or like yeah.
The only other people, do we want to talk about the martial fiends any?
I mean, the jellyfish lady did get introduced this time. Is that she's just kind of overshadowed by all the other cool characters, unfortunately.
Yeah, she's great. I mean, I like her. I think in the
like her intro episode is great. You get Melee versus Shafu. You get some like cool like lore on like the past and like how many good guys and bad guys there are. We have yet to meet, which we do get to see all of them by the end of this batch. She seemed unstoppable. She just seemed neat, and then it's like, okay, never mind. We got to get through all this other cool stuff. My bad.
Yeah, she's a lot of fun, but
Rogek.
And her backstory would being like the only man who was not able to seduce was Shiafu is so funny. And
Shafu's like, yeah, I was a real looker back in my day. I wasn't always a cat. I just turned into this because of a curse or something.
Right. And I do like that every character in the show is like humana. Yeah, like Boa Hancock from One Piece. Like, she's the hottest thing, since sliced bread. But
her and Melee. Like, anytime there's like a girl villain, one of the guy monsters is like, "Oh, I pledge my love to you, my lady."
Oh, God.
Every time.
Yeah,
it's lovely.
Interesting. That was
it's fun.
Yeah, it is fun. But yeah, so. I don't know. Gekiranger, very fun, very silly. But like, I can't. There were a couple episodes where I'm kind of wanting to get back to things, but every episode so far, I haven't had one where I'm like, can we move on, please? Can we get moving? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I haven't had that moment yet, thankfully.
Right, and we know it's 50 episodes long, but it hasn't. Every time I've started it, sometimes I've been like late at night. I'm like, should I start this? And then I do, and it like breezes through 3 or 4 episodes pretty easily.
Yeah, I get feeling. I was like, okay, let me sit down and like, oh, okay, these are the good episodes. Okay, thank God.
Yeah, and I mean, I kind of,
like, okay.
I was watching these.
It's a pleasant surprise whenever I sit down.
Yeah, when I was watching this with like one night, I was just in a Discord call and I turned it on and played like episodes 21 and 22 for friends, and just purely from like no idea about the plot, doesn't know anything about the characters, just visuals happening on the screen. They all went, I don't know what the fuck this is, but it's crazy and I am enjoying it.
I mean, yeah, 21 is the one where like they transform their super forms.
Right.
So yeah, of course people are going to love that shit.
Yeah, and then
it's
the
amazing.
Paris Hilton episode, I think. So it kind of...
It's an episode.
Yeah, so for...
you got a mix of both flavors of Gekiranger.
Yeah, but both times they were like, I don't know what this is, but I am enjoying this. All right. So I got one last question of the week before we go into plugs. Now that we have the full suite of toys, which, well, maybe not. Maybe we'll get the true final sword. But now that we're fully into it, what weapon, monster, Zord thing do you want to own as a toy the most? I'm curious. That's why I didn't want to talk too much about the Geki fan and the Geki ball and chain and the sabers too much.
The sabers.
Oh, the
Wow.
sabers.
Sabers. I'm sorry. The sabers.
Not the nunchucka? Not the nunchucks?
No,
I could hurt myself
they
with
look too
nunchucks.
generic. The nunchucks look too generic. And just in terms of actual themed weapons, the swords are just the coolest. You can combine the swords into one sword.
That's the
Yeah.
big one. That's
What
the
do we
big
think
one.
about? Okay.
Like, what am I gonna pick? The ball and chain? Like,
No.
Oh,
no.
I'm gonna get the fan, and then I could get another fan to do double fans.
If you're the
lame.
rich kid whose parents bought you the full set, and you're like, "Hey, bud, you're the fan guy." And you're like, "Okay, I guess, sure."
It's like, oh man,
I'm gonna disarm some folks with my cool Geki fan. Poor kid, just this hypothetical kid I came up with. Geki
I
Fire.
mean, you have to.
Geki Fire would.
Geki Fire's a cool robot.
Geki Fire's
Very-
great.
Great war robot.
I do.
Geki Toja and him are like both really good. I don't know who I would like more.
Actually, I would kind of like the penguin on the penguin on the skateboard as like just a little figurine. Like, you know what I mean?
Skateboarding, the
Oh, yeah.
skateboarding penguin with
Yes.
headphones. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great design.
Oh, can I bring up a weird thing I meant to bring up last
Oh,
episode?
yeah, of course,
By
of
the
course.
way,
Mm-hmm.
I don't like when the machines like morph or like combine and you hear the knuckle cracking sound.
Really?
Have you guys noticed
No.
that?
I have noticed that. Yeah.
That's very
Now
weird.
I was in ignorant bliss. Now I'm gonna hear it the next time and be like, Hunter, come on, why'd you do this?
I
to
mean,
me?
it's a recurring voice. It's a recurring sound effect. It makes sense.
Right.
No, not with the robots. It makes sense. No,
I mean, they're just spamming that sound effect because it's the martial arts show. So when they do the combining, it's not mechanical ka-chinks and clunks. It's it's that.
I don't like knowing the robots have cartilage.
They don't have like
I mean,
what is it? Nitrogen bubbles in between their joints or whatever.
Oh wow. My thing is that I miss when, because like I have seen like episodes of older Super Sentai shows. I miss when the individual robots before they combined weren't CG, because they used to
Yeah.
have practical versions of every single robot before they combined. And now, and the
Yeah.
combining sequence always looked so cool because it was all practical, all miniatures. And now it's like, okay, it's all like when they combine into a robot, okay, now it's practical and it's like a full thing. But before that, when they did all the CG animals at once, I was like, combine already. This is so boring and lame. I don't care to see them all CG'd out. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I felt. I was like, okay, just all combine together at this point. Do your Dai Gatai.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I had one more toy. And you can laugh at me. I don't think I'd even really want it, but I would be really happy if it exists. If Kotobukiya Bushojo put out a Rageku
Of course.
$180
I agree.
statue.
I agree.
I don't know if I'd have it in my house,
Completely
but
agree.
it would be fun to be like, that exists.
No, I agree. 100%.
As somebody who owns two.
I would get a statue of the Melee costume.
That too,
her
too.
monster form.
Yeah.
Or her human form. I'm not picky.
I'm looking at my Morrigan at my Megatron Bashojos right now. I'm being like, oh, I'm saying, I don't know if I'd have it in my house, but here,
I don't know in my house.
listen.
Come on, man.
I'll,
Be for real.
be
for
real.
real.
Okay. Speaking of being real, what are y'all plugging? What's in the real world for y'all?
All right. Yep. Nothing has changed. Spider Slash on YouTube, Spider Slash on Blue Sky, Spider Slash _ that's important, on Letterboxd.
Yes.
Uh,
Spider Splash?
I was
Spider
supposed-
Slash. Spider Slash, the guy whose YouTube short has been on my front page for a week straight?
Wait, which YouTube
Is
short?
is it you in a hood?
What the fuck? That's still in the
Yeah, I
algorithm?
get it. Like what? Like it's been on.
I made that 2
I watched it and now it won't go away. It's pretty funny. I'm like, it's like whenever I'm gonna go on YouTube to watch clips of Northern Lion talk about something stupid. It's like, hey, there's my friend Hunter.
Oh my god! I made that like 2 years ago. I don't even remember what it was.
I watched it. I don't remember, but yeah, it's very funny. It's like, hey, Hunter, what's up? How you doing?
Oh my god, dude. Okay.
Anyway, sorry.
So I was supposed to be working on a video this month. The problem is that earlier in the year, not earlier in the year, like between this last recording and this recording, I got sick. So I have not worked on a damn thing. And I am running out of time, so I will have to figure something out. But other than that, watch everything I've made and watch everything I've written. I'm on movie 5. I've done 5 out of 100. I remember I made that declaration last episode. That 100 movie thing will
100
happen.
100 movies in 100 days.
Yeah, no.
not that fun, but
100 movies in a year. But that is it from me. Stix.
Okay, I'll do mine. I'm, as always, I am rbpsstix.bluesky.social. I, again, occasionally check up on Twitter because, a lot of people still post there, a lot of official accounts. So I always get some, like, my gist from there. I'm Beer Six on there. Letterboxd, I am RBPS on Letterboxd. That's generally it. That's all I use these days. Those 3 things in terms of, like, if you get to know me. And, of course, Discord. But I'm not going to just share Discord with all our YouTube audience.
No,
Goodness,
of course not.
No. That's about it. Yeah.
We don't want to talk to you.
You can get the full extent of Stix just yapping through Blue Sky. You can get your yapping volume from there.
I'll talk to you and then I'll relay any messages that I feel like they'd want to hear. Okay, you can yap to me. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, go talk to Russ. Go spam him, actually.
As somebody who gets attacked daily by different groups of people, between different friend groups, people who are mad at me constantly, I can handle another. Hogcast Speedy Delivery. We had another episode where we talked about Elio's Glorp for 45 minutes. I can't help it. It's my favorite thing to talk about on Earth. If you want to know what I'm talking about, Hogcast Speedy Delivery, and what else? Piss Goblin on Blue Sky, and then Letterboxd. I think it's Russ KW. Let me look it up. Russ W. It's literally, I parked on Russ W. I must have been on there early. Anyway, actually, the last movie I have on there, can you guess? Can anybody guess? It's Toku related. Watch it in Discord Call at Midnight. So it's a classic Discord Call at Midnight movie. Mechanical Violator Hikaider.
Yeah!
That's one
of my favorite movies of all time.
It's a great movie.
Oh,
I gotta be real, I've never seen it.
We'll watch it someday.
We're saving it for the podcast.
Yeah. Hunter, he has 2 lines in it, and you're like, I wish he said more, but that's only because the 2 things he said, they go down good. It's good shit.
They go down real good.
Anyway, well, everyone, thank you for joining us. Like I always say, if you want to help the show out, leave a review for the podcast form, and or leave a like and a comment. Maybe even share a vid if you want to share with friends your weird obsession with Toku. You can be like, these strangers are going through shows, you can too, loser, or whatever. Don't say that to your friends, though. Be nice.
We will reaffirm your opinions.
It stinks that we've only watched good shows so far, so we can't be go angry video game nerd yet.
We can't just watch a stinky show and say you're correct for thinking it's stinky.
Anyway, we're not weird contrarians. Dang it. But anyway.
Damn it. Find something we could try about.
Yeah, okay. We can get to it. Anyway, that's all, folks. And there is training and yapping.
Dun.